playing the drums too. Can you play Amazing Grace on that shit? I already know why. It was written by a guy with slaves in the boat. You're right. I'm sorry for fucking bringing that up, though. I didn't bring it up for that reason. What's up, guys?
I didn't even know.
What's up, guys?
I know nothing, dude.
She doesn't know nothing. She knows a lot of shit. This is today. I got fucked up.
Sorry.
Take two. What's up, guys? I'm Joe Vargas. And as always, to my left is Maggie Magdian Duarte.
I am here.
What are we elaborating on today, dog?
Today we got time. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. Today we're gonna. Well, I guess we're gonna talk about Zuffa. A little small preview. Zuffa, the things that boxing has endured as a sport. A little bit of drama between Haney, Rolly, and Ryan. I still don't know what fight's gonna be made, and we'll talk a little bit about the fights coming up this weekend, and we'll touch on the UFC a little bit.
Got a good question.
What?
We're having lunch today with Mike, and we're talking about Zuffa. Mike was it like Mike's all about Zuffa, and I said I'm gonna wait it out. I'm not saying I'm not gonna jump on that boat yet.
Mike's a Republican.
Mike said, "How much did Opataya get paid?"
Yeah.
I said, "I don't know. I don't." Then he looked it up online. He said $3 million.
Yeah.
He says he thinks $3 million or $3 million.
Right.
Why did they pay him $3 million if he's a champion of the world, and Conor Ben isn't the champion, and they paid him
15
million?
Right. Allegedly, I don't know. Are y'all? But
it's out there.
Yeah. Right.
It's out there. It's out there. 15 million. Why would you pay a guy that's not a champion that much money?
Yeah.
That failed the steroid test before too.
Is it a popularity thing? Man, it's crazy because
he was all over the place. They were smart with him, bringing him to the weigh-ins, bringing him to the fights, calling out Rolly, calling out everybody. At the end of the day, he signs with Zuffa. He ain't fighting any of those.
He fights Regis for great.
He's fighting Regis.
No wonder. I was like, we kept seeing him around. I was like, what's up with this dude, man? Like, he ain't got a fight coming up.
What's up with that, Zuffa? Why are you paying your champion with your own bout $3 million if it's true, and you're only paying Opataya? Wait, you're paying Conor 15 for nothing.
You know, I was wondering because we kind of brushed on this a little bit earlier. What is gonna happen? Like, what really is gonna happen? It's hard to tell exactly what will happen because Opataya at the end of the fight, he mentioned that he still wants to be undisputed, you know, and obviously the sanctioning bodies are totally against Zuffa and vice versa. I don't think either of them like each other. So what is that like? What is that landscape like?
Is it a new era of boxing? If Zuffa gets what they want, are the sanctioning bodies done?
It's hard.
That's the question.
It's hard to tell. I mean, they're talking about we have a model that worked, but you're talking about a sport that was brand new, pretty much, man. They had no rules. It was not established. Let's be honest. Like the MMA
and
was,
even then they got more bouts too. What were you telling me the other day? The baddest mother effer bout.
Oh yeah, the baddest motherfucker.
So now they got that and made up titles. They're talking shit about all these belts, but they did the same thing in their own league.
Yeah, they made up some fucking title. Which it's kind of weird because, okay, so you want to just talk about that first real quick?
Let's go.
Okay.
I messed up the podcast today by talking about, I didn't want to forget.
Because you know what? The baddest motherfucker. So in order, you're excluding, so the inception of this belt.
So you're the champion, not the baddest motherfucker.
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess you're the baddest motherfucker, but not a champion.
Yeah.
But they started at 170 with Nate Diaz and Masvidal, right? Two guys who were not champions. This is just a fight that, like, you know, they were going to scrap and it was going to be a badass fight, whatever. Okay, cool. That was at 170, and now it's at 155. So it's like, it's weird. Everybody else just gets fucking excluded, or do you now make a divisional baddest motherfucker championship? Does that, you know what I'm saying? So now it's at 155. So what, like, how, it's just... to me, it's like it's a ploy. I don't know. It's weird. It's really strange.
It's like Dana's doing what the boxing world has been doing. All these titles to keep guys relevant.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got all these good guys, but he's not a champion. We live in an era where you can't just be good. You have to be a champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when they created Undisputed now. Like you own every belt. Can you own the BMF and the championship at the same time?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but
that's the real BMF.
You know, so this past weekend it was Max Holloway against Oliveira, and the only reason why I'm even touching on this is because the baddest motherfucker is two guys who This is all like made up by, I don't know, the fans or the UFC, that the two guys are supposed to stand up and trade and get it down, like fight, like duke it out, right?
Oh, punches and strikes.
Punches and strikes only. But Oliveira
It's an unwritten rule.
It's an unwritten rule, unspoken, right? But Oliveira is a grappling master, jiu-jitsu master. So he used his strong suit. He took it to the floor. And in my mind, like, I can hear like the booing in the crowd. And I'm like, I don't think MMA fans like know that they're like kickboxing and boxing fans, really. It more so maybe like striking and kickboxing. Because the moment it goes to the ground and it's there for too long, they start bitching, like they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, this is MMA. If he's a bad motherfucker on the floor, why not take it down there? And if homeboy can't defend that shit, then it is what it is. It's MMA. It's not striking, you know.
That's why boxing is so successful, because it's just one thing.
It's just one thing. So it's like, what? So
that's what I always hated about. You've heard me say this 1,000 times, Maggie. That's what I hate about the UFC. I respect the sport. It's tough. It's hard. 99.9 of you motherfuckers will kill me.
Yeah, man. It's
but
very respectable.
What I don't like about it is I've seen a few fights where they're striking, kicking, punching, and you see the guy ready to drop. And then all of a sudden he takes the guy down, submits him, and wins.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, they announced the winner and his eyes are shut, fucking nose is bleeding. And I'm like, okay, if you point that guy out to a little kid, he's going to say he won, he lost.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like a cowardly way of winning. Mm-hmm. You didn't handle the strikes and kicks, so now you're going to go to the floor. Yeah. Second option, you know? And it's like, I get it. I have great friends in jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I'm not going to name toss them, but I got some friends that are world champions. I would never disrespect them. I'm not disrespecting them at all. To me, it's just a cowardly way. If you're going to try to take the guy down, start from the beginning. Yeah. But don't start striking all of a sudden. You like, oh, this ain't going to work for me.
So I think that was a heavy criticism on part of like the fans of this whole BMF thing, is that Oliveira, you know, what's strangely is that he was having success standing up. So it's weird that he would continuously take it to the ground. But people want to see people just beat the shit out of each other.
But success for me and you is like, you see punches being landed. Yeah. But only he feels the fucking power.
Yeah, because
and he's like, oh shit, I can't take many of these.
You're right. And Holloway, that's his strong suit. His strong suit is striking. So eventually he's going to catch you with something. You know what I mean? So maybe that was their tactic. But I found it interesting that even the MMA fans themselves, most of them don't like to see the ground shit, man. Straight up. I can appreciate it because it's crazy. It's like body chess pretty much, you know. But anyway, I guess we can scratch that one. But yeah, I just want to get your take on it because I find it, I just found it interesting that people were complaining that he was taking it to the ground. Oliveira, the jiu-jitsu guy.
The baddest motherfucker won by not being bad.
Well, he couldn't figure out a way to fucking defend the takedown, so, I mean, MMA.
What did Holloway say after?
I didn't see. But, you know, for him, he's trying to get into a scrap. He's a scrappy
dude. He loves
dude.
scraps, huh?
Yeah.
Them Hawaiian brothers love to fucking fight.
Yeah.
Mad respect for my Hawaiian brothers.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure he's Samoan somewhere in there.
Don't matter. Those motherfuckers are a crossbreed of Filipinos, Hawaiians, fucking Samoans. Yeah. Even Mexicans were there a long time ago. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, Hawaii's beautiful. But yeah.
You lived out there for a while, huh?
I was out there for a bit.
What island were you in, though?
Oahu. The tourist one.
So they have all the Airbnbs?
Yeah, they have. Damn it. You reminded me. Golly. 2 G's on 3. Zuffa 4. You only caught one fight, right? You didn't watch the whole thing?
I just watched one fight.
Yeah.
The only fight I cared about. Yeah. How do I say this? Yeah. One of my old prodigies, one of my old fighters who I brought up in the amateurs and turned him pro and had like 4 or 5 pro fights with him. We parted ways, and I was watching his fight because I care about him, and I was heartbroken to see him lose a fight. He was in the fight. He didn't get his ass kicked. He didn't know how to win. Yeah. And when I was watching it, it was just kind of like I was screaming at the TV and yelling at the TV. Yeah. At the end of the day, I didn't want to see Palmer lose, but he lost. Yeah. the experience he needed in the corner wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of game planning, you can see it. He was just trying to win with power shots. And, hey, shout out. Zuffa gave him an opportunity. Hopefully they'll keep bringing them. The fight was exciting. It was the fight of the night.
It was the fight of the night.
And I just wish the best to him, no matter what. If we don't see eye to eye no more. Well, there was never a disagreement between me and him. He just went his own way and I went my way.
Yeah. I think one of the more frustrating aspects of that is that he has the goods and the ability to push through all that, for sure, 100%. So
fighters, sometimes just pick the right team, man, because just because they're cool doesn't make them the right team.
Yeah.
You got to have a guy with experience. Like there's a lot of coaches out there who know the game. Take your time and analyze who you're going to leave your coach for before you make a decision because somebody's cool or whatever.
Absolutely. I think I have a theory that to be a very successful, great, elite, one of one fucking boxer, you have to be intelligent. And part of that intelligence is having the social intelligence and the capability and awareness to know your environment and what's going to make you successful and what is not. All of us, most of us have an instinct. And I think it's best to listen to that sometimes, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep. But, yeah, Zuffa 4. I watched the whole card from top to bottom. I have to because we talk about boxing.
I'm messing with you.
One of us has to.
I had to watch Palma. That's it.
I'm doing it for the team.
Yeah.
But
Mike gave me a call by call in every fight, so it doesn't matter. Play by play, letting me know who won. There's a robbery. What the fuck? This and that.
There was 2 draws on that card, and I seen some young kids put up their O for sacrifice, but good matches. I'm just learning all these kids' names and getting to know a lot of these new faces that have been around that are just barely getting an opportunity. So there's a lot of good fights on the card. A couple of them were lackluster, especially like
the main event.
The heavyweight division.
I didn't see it.
The heavyweight division and Zuffa is like, honestly, at this point, I don't see anybody beating Efe Jagba. He's probably going to be the king in Zuffa for sure because everybody else just like.
Stephen Shaw should go with Zuffa.
I agree. I agree.
Get that fight back and be on top.
Absolutely, man. What a way to be welcomed into that platform would be to get that get back. You know, that'd be awesome. But the main event. I was telling Joe that Opataya is impressive. We got the pleasure to see him spar in person. Up close and personal. And I pretty much everything that I saw in that sparring session, I saw in the fight. A big man with great capabilities, which if maybe down the road he can get a fight with Usyk, that would be super dope. But he can fight in every range. He is athletic, explosive. But for me, it wasn't captivating from start to finish. I was kind of tuning in and out, to be honest with you. I was watching it here and there, and I'm like, by the 10th, I'm like, I already know what's going to happen. This is going to go to fucking decision. Nobody's going to get knocked down or nothing like that. So, but could it have been a little bit more impressive? Sure, but let's not count out Glanton, who,
did a good job.
He pressed it. He tried to make it dirty and not dirty. I'm sorry. He tried to make it a rugged fight in every range. So, sometimes it's not going to look perfect. It's not going to look pretty. It's going to be tough and it's going to be rough, and you're not going to certain opponents, man, no matter how great of a fighter you are, you're not
meant for each other.
You might look a little flat, yeah.
And that's where the game planning comes with the strategy with boxing promoters like Top Rank, Golden Boy, PBC. They know who you can look good against, and they know how to build champions.
Yes. And
I don't think that Zuffa's there yet.
Yeah.
They're not going to know how to pick the right opponent so Opataya can look good.
I don't think that's their model. Do you think?
It's not. It's never going to be their model. It's going to be like fight them and fight them and fight them.
Yeah.
And you'll never see the fighter at his peak, Yeah. You were reading something earlier. It said stable?
Yeah.
And what?
Stable against, let me pull it up real quick because I don't want to get it wrong. This is an article by Boxing Insider, and they have a lot of great articles for anybody who's interested in kind of like knowing the ins and outs. Oh, man, it froze.
But it was something like stable which is
against
the old
the
way.
league.
Yeah, against the league.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how to develop fighters from the stable, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what the motto has been for Top Rank, for PBC, for all the old promoters, the real I shouldn't pick my words right, for the promoters and existing promoters, and they knew how to build fighters and make them household names.
Yes.
The problem here is the household names weren't fighting the household names.
Yes.
I agree with that to a certain point, but listen, Zuffa will never have household names because they don't know how to build a fighter. They don't have the patience to build a fighter.
I have probably the
Your phone always works, dog.
I know, it froze. You know,
in a dream.
I think a great example of that. I don't think you watched the fight, but there is a young boy by the name of Brady.
Young boy? No, I know, but I did see the card. I didn't see him fight. I know who he is. 18
years old. I think he was an amateur standout, and he was 9-0 before the fight. Now there's a draw on his record, obviously, but 18-year-old kid who he went up against, and I can't remember the opponent, like how old he was, none of the details, but he was a solid opponent with a good amount of fights. Guy that trains with Manny Robles.
A good team.
Yeah, and it was a draw. A kid who, had he been with
any other outfit,
like Golden Boy or Top Rank, he would have been built, you know, not necessarily kind of protected, but challenged enough, kind of like Emiliano Vargas. He's been challenged, you know, I think adequately for his skill, you know, his skill set. And Brady kind of reminded me of Caden Griffiths in a way. They're not the same weight class or nothing like that. It's just these young boys who
stables.
They
got to move up the right way.
They get moved the right way, and eventually they would have faced a guy like that maybe a year or two, and probably would have picked them apart.
Just think about cooking food. You rush the food, it ain't gonna be ready.
Yeah, and
that's what Zuffa's gonna do. The model with UFC, right away, in and out, win, you're out. You know, lose, you're out. And you know, boxing, you have to be a little bit of patience. You know, it takes a while. You're trying to reinvent the wheel and rush the process. For
the fan, I guess it's about preference, right? Like it depends on. You talk to a lot of people. I just want to see the best fight the best. A lot of people, they like to see that young undefeated kid. He's 18 years old. Like, holy shit, an 18-year-old. No matter how experienced you are, you put Kermel. Look at Kermel against Cuba. Do you remember that fight?
Yeah, of course.
It was like,
too much
holy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That fight. Maybe later on down the road they'll rematch each other. You know what I mean? You never know. But man, that's I don't know. That's just Kermel. He looked good, but he didn't look outstanding like that. Kermel usually knocking everybody out, looking fucking sensational. I don't know. It's just, it depends on your preference and if you like to see guys getting built up or not.
I do.
I do.
Mega fights.
Adequately. Obviously, I don't want to see them fighting, you know, guys who
It's like having no NFL season and playing the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
You know, going right to the playoffs. I know it's going to be these 6 teams. I'll pick these 6 teams and they go to the playoffs and they play each other.
Yeah.
There was no league. There was no journey.
You know
There's
what?
no journey.
Yeah.
It's like that 60 game season in MLB. The Dodgers won it. They're like, oh, but they only play 60 games. You know, it's like there was no journey.
Yeah, but they're the best.
Yeah, they're the best.
Just put them in the playoffs already.
There's no journey.
That's a good way to put it. Hey, it's like if the Dodgers didn't have like no playoffs and they just go straight, it's like, yeah, they're probably not going to be as good as if they would have had the experience from those 60 games?
65 or something.
Yeah, it used to be 180, right?
Where's Adam at when you need him?
I need the baseball stats. But, yeah, that's Zuffa 4 for you. I'm sure they have a card coming up. We'll talk about it when it comes. But, look, for me, great fights. The matchups, it's hard as a boxing like enthusiast and somebody who's involved in boxing to not be like enticed by these matches. It's interesting. However, I will reiterate, like you said, let's wait and see what happens a year or two from now.
Yeah. It's barely a month or two.
It's only been a couple months, so we'll see. They're staying active, but how long are they going to last? That's the question.
I'm not going to throw names, but there's been a couple family members from fighters who've been on Zuffa. No, I'll save that comment.
Put it in your pocket?
Yeah.
For later?
They weren't too happy.
Yeah. Well.
Some won, some lost.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But you know what? And speaking of which, boxing and the things that boxing has endured in the past, I think the biggest question is what is going to happen to boxing right now with this introduction, this model of Zuffa, which is not a promotion company. It's by any means. It's like we mentioned last week, it's a conglomerate.
It's a corporation.
It's a corporation, eh? And you said you wanted to touch on all the things that boxing has endured. And
boxing is a fucking warrior. Boxing has been around since any sport you guys like, besides wrestling. And there's a debate on which one started first.
yeah, absolutely.
But they're right there. Mm-hmm. Boxing has. Tell them what. So my point is, before you tell them, I was thinking, everybody keeps saying Zuffa's going to take over boxing. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody's taking over. Boxing has weathered the storm. Yeah. So just give them a little bit of what we talked about.
Well, we talk about, I guess we can talk about from Queensberry rules and on, right?
Yeah.
1867 was when they were established, right?
Yeah. It existed way before that, but yeah.
Right. But if you want to talk about cleaning the sport up and making it what it is today, since 1867, you can call it official, right? But since 1867, there's been a number of wars. You want to include the Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Gulf War, 9/11. And you want to talk about things that have survived, like the bubonic plague, the Spanish flu, and something that might be familiar to everybody else, COVID. Sorry if you didn't want to hear it, but it happened. And it survived because I think, was boxing one of the first sports? I think boxing and MMA probably that said, fuck it, man. We got to do something, right?
We're going to go.
We're going to do this bubble
fans,
shit.
Yeah.
So it weathered the storm on that. It weathered the storm of deaths happening within the sport and not canceling it or trying to eradicate it. Crazy brain injuries, crazy decisions that you're probably like, why is this still going on? It continues.
Fan man, remember that guy flew in the plane in the fan in the ring and they beat him up?
No.
Oh, you never seen that? I gotta show you. Mike Tyson and Galata.
Okay, I'm probably gonna clip that and put that.
Was it Tyson? Yeah, I think it was Tyson. Or Riddick Bowe. Oh no, Vander Holyfield and Galata.
Golly.
I don't remember, but you guys remember. But the point of this is what else is there?
Scandals like the IBF rigging rankings and taking bribes and fixed fights and the multiple belt era, the mafia, surges in the NFL and NBA, racism, man, the list goes on.
It could go on, and boxing has still kept going and going.
Yeah.
So Dana and Turkey are just a bump in the road. They could be an asset or they could be a bump. Who knows? Yeah. It's too early to call.
It's too early to tell.
But this sport will keep going once they're gone too.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, the bottom line is that regardless of what happens, like you said, boxing will endure, and it just takes one big fucking fight to bring everybody back, man.
Yeah.
Even the fight like Conor and Mayweather. Oh, that's all it takes, man, is one big-ass fight. We have Manny Pacquiao against Mayweather, even though it's like fucking crazy. People will still tune in and watch that shit, man.
Well, people tune in to watch. Who's two of the biggest MMA names?
You know what? Right now, I think a big fight would be Ilia Topuria.
Retired.
Retired?
Done. The best. Royce Gracie versus Ken Shamrock. Would it pull Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao money?
No.
Thank you.
No, not at all. Drop my. We're done. Podcast over. No. Boxing, man. It's not trying to be biased. Let's just talk numbers if you want to get.
Where's Dana and the Zuffa brothers at right now?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know what? Hopefully it all works out for the best. But the way that they're going about it, man. What if you would have tried to work with everybody instead of trying to come in? No, fuck you guys, man. We're gonna fucking.
That's the problem with boxing, right?
Yeah.
That everybody's gangbanging on each other. We're talking about that shit earlier with Mike. Boxing is so tribal.
Yeah.
Everybody cheers. I don't care what you guys say. You guys cheer for who you're with, who you relate to, who's from your city. Who you find a way to relate to them. That's why teams have teams. People like where they're from or their logos, right?
Right.
It's all tribal. How do I say this? Fuck. I don't even know how to say what I was going to say right now. Go take over, mate.
Were you talking about how the difference in MMA or that part of the conversation?
I was just thinking how to word it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just skip that right now.
What do you think? How would things have played out if they would have all worked together instead of fucking trying to take each other out? I'm talking Zuffa against literally everybody else.
It would have been. I think it would have been more accepting.
And now they're buying everybody out. It sounds like
They're trying to buy everybody out.
they're trying. Yeah.
There's lawsuits. People are trying to secure money. Like, if Queensberry wins that lawsuit, Mike automatically assumed that they're out. Who said they're out?
Yeah.
Why would they get out for?
They use that money.
This is their bloodline. This is what they do.
Yeah.
If you've been doing boxing all your life and boxing people know, boxing coaches, and you just walk away now?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Now you got deep pockets. Now you could do shows.
Yeah, you can find a way around it, man. You'll find a way around it. Man, yeah, that's crazy. But
I just don't like corporate greed. And at the end of the day, why should people that never been in the ring make more money than people in the ring?
And
They'll never be. The era of Floyd, Pacquiao, De La Hoya will be done. Fighters generating 30 million, 40 million, Canelo.
That's what's hard to tell.
It's hard to dream for that shit.
Yeah.
You think kids right now who are 10 years old, 15 years old, be like, I can't wait to be UFC to take down, to get 50 for showing and 50 for winning. Like, no, they want to be.
They want to be Conor McGregor.
Yeah, they want to be the richest
Straight up.
guys in the sport.
That's the richest guy in the sport. You wanna get out of that environment, right?
Yeah.
Fight.
I want a show up fee and I want a winning fee. Like, no, bro, we want to be champions and rich.
I think the greatest example is Francis Ngannou. If you hear his story, it's crazy and tremendous. And he intended to go into boxing from the get-go, but somebody in France had advised
They all did. Anderson Silva, they all did. They all did. Topora, all of them guys did.
Yeah. They advised him to go into MMA because it was going to be easier to get to where he wanted to get to.
Of course.
Right? To that platform. And when he did, he found out he could only make a certain amount of money. As a heavyweight champion in the world, to only be making $600,000 for a fight is insane.
I'm not a Dana fan. I don't hate him. I don't dislike him. I don't like him. But you know one thing I do admire about him, the more I'm thinking about things and hearing what's going on, he basically got laughed out of boxing.
Yeah, he did.
And he got kicked out of boxing, however you want to call it. He went to UFC and started it, right? Then it took over because it already existed.
Yeah.
He's laughing at everybody.
That's a persistent.
I like the underdog. I like that. He's not the underdog no more. But at the time, there was a moment where he put his hands in his pocket. He didn't have nothing.
Couldn't go back home.
So he was banned from where he was
fucking
from,
Boston or wherever.
And I admire his perseverance, his push, his work ethic, and he just kept going and going and going. And at the end of the day, you want to get rich with other people's money, and that's what he did.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah,
that's America. But
you have to say it like that, though. It's America.
It's America. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I just hopefully it's for good. Some good comes out of all this shit, man. That the fighters get the recognition, that they're able to make good money. I
think we just want to see fighters be wealthy.
Fighters be wealthy, man, and
opportunities.
Tell those stories again, because that's definitely, like you said, exactly those stories are what creates those opportunities.
So I was thinking about how Zuffa says, and Dana and them say that they're gonna make boxing great again.
Right.
Not in those words, but
Ali.
The mindset. Yeah. What could be greater than Ali, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Chavez, Ricardo Lopez, Aaron Pryor, Sugar Ray Leonard, Jack Johnson? I could go on and on. I know some of you guys are saying names right now.
Yeah.
There's so many fighters out there that we look up to right now. They were in that era.
Yeah.
Those fighters were pre-Zuffa.
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. I could go on and on.
You were talking about earlier how, when you came up, men, it was a different generation. And I asked myself, could it be that we're just fucking moving? The world is progressing. The men nowadays are different than they were before. Is it just the way that things are now? I think it's back in the day, boxing, everybody's story was crazy. You're like, holy shit, he came from this, he came from that. The poor man's sport, right? How often do you really hear that now? And the guys that you do hear it from, those are the guys who are persevering because they have that added element of grit,
Yeah.
And being a product of your environment.
I can't believe I have to choose between signing with Jake Paul or Dana White.
That's crazy.
That's
It's a different. I think it's the world.
It's who owns the
general.
platforms.
Yeah.
And that's nuts.
It's changing. I could tell that it's moving towards a different direction, and it's not just I think in
Where's
boxing.
Don King
I think
at when we
everywhere.
need him, dog?
Come exploit somebody.
Come on, Don King, come back and make us a lot of money.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's the times. It's a sign of the times. Times are changing, man, and it's not just boxing. I think in general, the world is just heading a different direction. That it's just not as tough as it used to be.
Yeah,
You know,
soft asses.
soft as. Ooh, I was gonna say something. But yeah, I guess moving along, I don't know who Haney's gonna fight. He's gonna fight Rolly. He's gonna fight Ryan one day.
Who do you wish him to fight?
You know what? As a fan,
Say he can't fight Ryan.
say he can't fight Ryan. His next fight,
Who would you want him to fight except for Ryan? We all
Except
want to
for-
see that fight. That's a comment. That's an obvious question answer.
you know what? Rolly's not a bad fight to be. He's fucking another world champion. I honestly, man, I wouldn't mind seeing him against Shakur, even though it's like probably a snooze fest. I actually wouldn't mind watching that.
I wouldn't watch Shakur for nothing.
Who would you want to see Haney against?
If I had to pick somebody at 147,
Yeah. I'd like to see him against Teofimo at 147, but Teofimo probably has to get another dub before he gets a big fight again.
Teofimo, I'm a little disappointed at right now.
Bad Teofimo.
Yeah. I didn't even say what's up to him and I saw him at the fight. I was going to go up to him. I'm
God.
like, nah. Disappointed in that fool. I don't know. At 147, there's nobody out there that besides Rolly. He's a name that those guys self-market themselves and they become relevant in our brain.
Yeah.
And they live in our brain. But I'm sure there's some good welterweights out there we don't know of.
Who's the other champion? Broly, Ryan, Haney.
Isn't it Kelly? What's his name?
No, that's at 154.
154.
Dang, I'm forgetting who it is.
Check it out. Check it out.
Check
Hope
it
your
out.
phone works now.
I know, that was
Let
crazy.
me see the top 147 pounders. And I'll tell you.
147 boxing rankings.
Zuffa, what the fuck? I'm like,
All right, so, man, this is not up to date. Whatever, we'll just go with the stupid.
fucking Adam's Wi-Fi dog is all outdated.
Yeah, look at all. What's up with all this cookie bullshit, man? Golly. All right, what is this? Heavyweight, okay. Welterweight, here we go. We are there, guys.
Okay.
Devin Haney, number 1. Brian Norman, Stanionis, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Rohan Polanco.
Polanco is a good, but he's not even known.
No, he's not. Shakram, whoever that is. Raul Curiel, Jack Catterall, and Tiger Johnson. Honestly, there's a grudge match brewing between Tiger Johnson and Devin Haney. But I think Devin Haney beats him.
He's been there too long. I mean, he's been at that level for a while.
That level is crazy. It's not just about having skills, man. That level,
about everything.
it's
Energy.
about everything. You have to know how to use everything
Fucking
for you.
welterweights suck right now, dog. There's nobody out there besides Rolly. Ryan, we all want to see Ryan. That's why I said don't say Ryan, 'cause that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, man. Golly.
Yeah, I guess I would like to see him. I don't know. I think I would like to see him. I would like to see Polanco fight Tiger.
Lewis Crocker. I don't even know who he is.
Crocker? That sounds like a crocodile.
Polanco?
Against Tiger.
Against Tiger? That fight can definitely happen because they're both under top rank.
Oh, that won't happen. Top
It'll
rank
never
watches
happen.
all their guys, yeah. Which I don't like and I do like because they build in a stable.
Yeah. Yeah. Polanco is very gritty. A lot of people would like to say like the welterweight tank. Very much press forward.
Damn, you wanted that fool for Brian? Goddamn.
Yeah, but he makes a lot of mistakes.
Oh, okay.
That can be exploited.
Okay.
So he just banks on his explosiveness pretty much. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. What do you, here's my question. Here's my theory, right? I think that, the Haneys know that they can beat Rolly, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I think that before taking that Ryan fight, which is risky, I think they want to try and get another belt in another bag before they head on to
Bounce.
before they head on to a guy like Ryan or a guy like Shakur. I think that's That's my theory.
Shakur at 147 or at catch weight?
I think Shakur would be willing to go to 147 for that fight.
For Haney?
Yeah, I think he would.
I don't know. Shakur's kind of small.
He is. I agree. Shakur is a 35-pounder. He's not even a 40-pounder.
But can you do it? Yeah.
Can you do it? Absolutely.
To all my Shakurians out there.
Shakurians.
I'm not getting mad at me. I can't even have an opinion, dog.
Golly, for real. But yeah, that's.
What's that next fight?
Arnold Barboza Jr. against Ken Simms Jr. Both guys coming off a loss. Ken to
Daniel Morales. Shout out. He was out there sparring with Barboza.
Yeah.
And Daniel will be in the gym on Friday sparring with the boys.
Yeah.
Daniel Morales will be fighting on that card in Oceanside on April 18th.
Exciting. So exciting, man. So I am excited to watch all these guys perform. I have not gotten to see Daniel. We were on the same card before, but I didn't get to watch him perform.
I realized you didn't know him like that at the time.
Yeah, at the time too. But yeah, Ken Simms Jr. against Barboza Jr. What do you think about that fight? I haven't seen.
Don't know what to
Ken
think
Simms.
about that. Barboza, he looked very bad against
Teofimo. I think he was a little.
But Teofimo was on fire.
He was on fire,
and then he was off. He was
off fire.
Yeah, and then
the fire got put out.
Ken Simms. I mean, that's obviously to build Barboza back up, but Ken Simms can get you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That fight's coming up this weekend?
Yeah, it seems like a do or die fight for both these guys.
Yeah, for both. Let's see who's more eager to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think on that same card is going to be Mr. Alexis Rocha against Jojo Diaz. That is such a strange matchup to me.
That's an easy win.
Yeah, that's weird, though, because I think it's like at 147. What's going on with Jojo, man?
Poor kid.
Golly. 147? He's like a 130-pounder.
Easily,
actually.
Yeah.
Maybe 135 now that he's older, but definitely not past 140. But, yeah, that matchup is on there. And there was another one, too, if I remember. I know Gabriela Fundora is going to be on there. Oh, Collazo. Collazo versus Itaro. Collazo is a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's it for that. That's that, Budskis.
So, on that note.
Yeah, we went on a cool little rant. Yeah, that's about it.
Subscribe, like, comment. And we'll see what's up with Barboza and Simms. We're not picking dollar?
I think I'm going to go with Barboza on this one.
Just for sakes of the dollar, going back to you, I'll go with Simms.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Ken Simms. You better pull this off, dog.
Turn it. That's how
they
like
can't
it, huh?
see it. Oh, they can see it right here.
Yeah,
it's because
like
somebody said they couldn't see it on the camera.
Oh.
My dollar. Serial number 1520.
It's a crispy.
On that note.
I'm taking my crispy back.
Thanks.
Peace out.
Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.